Prostasia Foundation is a new child protection organization dedicated to promoting laws and policies that are both effective and constitutional.
Welcome to Prostasia Foundation's relaunch event titled Protection Today for a Safer Tomorrow. Because everything we do today has an impact on tomorrow. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Gillian Tenbergen, and I am Prostasia Foundation's new executive director.
We're a child protection organisation and a human rights organisation. We're actually the first to bring mental health professionals, human rights activists, sex experts, and internet platforms together.
Prostasia takes an evidence-based approach based on preventing abuse before it happens.
We can protect children from purposeful harm, things like neglect and abuse. That's what drives me to work in this field every day. And my pure sentiment, what drives me to do this work every morning when I get up, is my belief that all children deserve childhoods free from harm, particularly sexual harm. My core belief is that the burden of preventing that harm falls on the community and adults around that child, not on the child themselves. Prostasia's mission is quite simple. We want to eradicate child sexual abuse and protect children from sexual harm through using methods that are both human rights focused and evidence-based. Here's our approach. First arm, we help fund sound scientific research into methods to prevent child sexual abuse in all of its forms, and we know how complex an issue such as child sexual abuse is. Arm number two, we engage with diverse stakeholders, in particular those whose voices are traditionally excluded from child sexual abuse prevention initiatives. Third arm, we assess the human rights impacts of child protection laws and policies. And the fourth arm, and this is my favorite one, is communicating the results of our research and engagement to the public, to our membership, to policymakers, and to platforms, internet platforms, social media platforms, you name it. We want to talk to them.
Our society's dominant approach to child protection is sex negative, promoting ideas like abstinence-only sex education and pornography being a public health crisis. This does more harm to the children than good.
Our society is more concerned with sexual deviance than sexual violence. And even the language that we use when we talk about child sexual abuse entrenches this focus, where we're more concerned about sexual deviance than sexual violence.
When it comes to the protection of children online, would be for the majority of platforms who know that or are targeting minors to use their apps to start implementing the educational policies, meaning that whenever a minor is, for example, asked by someone to share their personal information, right now it's very easy to install the pop-up notification for a user to receive asking, like, are you sure you want to share it? Do you trust this person? Do you know this person? Right? So for some people, it might make them stop and think twice whether they want to share this type of information or not.
One of the biggest problems that we have fighting sexual abuse of children online especially is that the anti-porn movement has recently, in the past 10 years or so, found that the anti-porn messaging is becoming less popular. And so they've rebranded their efforts as anti-trafficking. And the problem with that, and there are multiple problems with that, one is that they describe all instances of sexual material on the internet, whether it's, totally consenting adults or, anything else, as fundamentally exploitative, and they define that as trafficking itself.
Prostasia is committed to promoting and communicating a more balanced message about child sexual abuse prevention.
For me, what moving forward looks like is a lot more focus on restorative justice, on rehabilitation, on realistic, truly trauma-informed help for survivors. For me, moving forward has a lot more to do with healing our communities. Punishment isn't the road forward. Rehabilitation, hopefully, is.
One, better together, and two, what we do today has an impact on tomorrow. And we must absolutely be intersectional and purposeful in all the decisions that we make in this realm.